Saturday night. In this game, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the Houston Rockets here in Toyota Center. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duran at the center spot. Cunningham is out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
You look at the Houston Rockets, already one of the most physically imposing teams in the league last season, and they got even bigger signing Clint Capella, of course, the trade for Kevin Durant, and bringing back Steven Adams. They're a team that nobody looks forward to facing, guys.
Leveraging all that size. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. And here's Cunningham after the three-pointer from KD. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Thompson outside. Şengün finds Smith. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Jalen Duran.
Yeah, scouts have said Smith needs to get stronger, and maybe that's the case, but well, he sure muscled that one in.
First team foul.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
Cunningham's shot is off.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Smith the pass to Thompson. Adams with the screen on Cunningham. Here's Şengün. Off target from three-point range. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Cunningham passes to Harris. They need this. He takes it up and lays it in.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
You knew they were going to be aggressive, and now you see them executing that.
Şengün finds Smith. Pulls up on the wing. Thompson for the triple. Buries it from three-point range. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report.
Well, I just love that response right there by Harris. You can tell this guy wants to compete.
Şengün, the bounce pass. Out to Smith. The wide open look for Durant. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. KD's got his second bucket of the game to go. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. 7-point differential. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
A moment here to check out Kevin Durant. He's coming off an excellent season. 11th in three-point field goal percentage, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Cunningham against Thompson. Smith dishes to KD. And he makes that one. KD's got his third basket of the night right there.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Misses the three. Rockets leading by 7. Thompson passes to Şengün. Misses from short range.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Hits it from three-point range.
If he develops a consistent three-point shot in his first few years, Thompson's going to be scared.
Out to Smith. Şengün passes to KD. Over Robinson. Bounces high off the rim and drops. KD's got 10 points in the game.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Cunningham. Rebound by Smith. Houston's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. And Thompson gets it to go. So, Greg, here we are, just about a week into the NBA season. The regular season comes at you fast.
I mean, the games start coming fast and furiously right out of the gate. But you wonder how we made it through summer without getting to see any NBA action.
Now, here is Smith following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. And here's KD for three. They grabbed their own miss.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Tari Eason's checked in for Houston. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Pistons second.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Outside Robinson. And Thompson kicks to Robinson. From outside, off the mark. Rockets leading by 10. Outside Durant. Pass to Eason. Thompson from long range. Duran pulls it in. The Pistons have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Good work there as it goes. Harris has got 7.
He's been on fire since the beginning of this game, particularly when you look at the high percentage shots he's getting.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 7. Here's Durant. It's a big height bounce and goes in. 12 points for him.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first set.
And slam dunk by Harris.
Well, if Tobias Harris sees a lane to the rim, he is going to exploit it.
You know, Tim, one thing you hear about Cade Cunningham is his leadership skills.
Yeah, Kevin, he is very mature and unselfish. While this team definitely revolves around his play, he doesn't make it all about himself, and that is the difference.
And Duran slams it in.
Easiest work of the night for Duran. He barely had to elevate.
Eason with it. Still without a basket. Smith sets the pick for KD. Knocks down the 3 ball. And the Rockets lead by 9.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Sweet move. And Harris lays it up and in.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Houston making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Smith. And Shepard subbed in for Amen Thompson. Detroit also making some changes. Holland, he's checked in for Asar Thompson. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Duncan Robinson. Drops in the tray.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've just been the better team. They've been more aggressive, which is why they hold a double-digit lead.
So for the Pistons, Stewart's checked in for Duran. Jones comes in for Harris. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Now here's LeVert. Here's Holland. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Jacks up a 3. And it's LeVert missing. Rockets leading by 10. Pass to Finney-Smith. KD, that's for 2. Detroit with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
And Jones slams it in.
They worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Stewart. Now Sasser. Looking for Stewart. He gets it there. Holland. And the dunk by Stewart.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. And here is Durant. He's got 17. Gets the three-pointer to fall. KD's got 20 points.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Houston on top. They lead by... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
Tari Easton is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Shepard. Then it's Alperen Sengun. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And Sengun with the basket on the assist by Holiday. Sengun's got the lead up to 11 now for the Rockets. And after years of disappointment, the Pistons, Tim, finally seem to have put it together.
And I think the key for them has been blending in the right amount of veteran leadership with their emerging young players. And I'll tell you what, this team still has a lot more upside.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, there's a resemblance in Alperen Sengun's game. Coach Udoka said he's got a little bit of Joker in him. That's the first thing you'll see. Sengun acknowledged the comparison, adding our passing skills and touch under the rim is similar, but Joker is like monster level. I want to get to that level. Guys?
He is clearly on the rise. Thank you, Allie. Houston making a switch. Okogie's checked in. Stewart, a screen for LeVert. Off target from outside.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
For 3, Okogie. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Reed Shepard. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Rockets making a change here. Crawford's checked in. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Quinman's checked in. And it's LeVert missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
The 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And the Rockets making a change here. Davison's checked in. Detroit making a switch here. Pass to Robinson. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Robinson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, defending Cunningham, boy, a challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
In the corner, Sengun with it. Now, Shepard. Back to Sengun. Davison, the pass to Sengun. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pistons trail by 16. The drive by Thompson. Robinson for three. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Şengün against Stewart. Got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there. Şengün's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter. Now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
Last outing for the Rockets, it was a loss to Detroit.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
Well, they just never looked comfortable out there, and part of that is the defense they were facing.
Shepard the pass to Davison. Here's Şengün, and he uses the glass on the layup. Şengün's got his third bucket of the night. Pistons trail by 19. Here's Cunningham. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And Houston again with the bucket.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
And Robinson throws it down hard.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Detroit making a switch here. Duran's checked in. And here are the Rockets now. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Smith sets the pick for KD. And he comes up with the deuce. KD's got 22.
Nothing to see here, folks. Just another tremendous scoring night from Durant.
And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
Smith with a screen on Cunningham. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And Smith is just so impressive, especially when he's working in that screen and roll.
Tobias Harris is checked in for Detroit. And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
Here's Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 7th assist here tonight. Rockets leading by 21. Pass to Eason. To the middle. In the corner, Şengün with it. And a miss there on the triple. Detroit has gone for the 3-pointers 7 times here in the second. He's been successful 3 times.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Smith kicks to Durant. Back to Smith. Houston moving the ball around. The shot by Thompson, no good. Pistons trailed by 19. He tries for 3. Thompson misses. Thompson passes to KD. Fires for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Durant's got 27 points.
And he knew what he was going to do before the ball even got to him. KD is always ready to let it fly.
Robinson kicks to Cunningham. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Durant's shot is good.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Well, this league has some of the world's best athletes. But Asar Thompson, like his brother Amen, Tim, they're on another level.
Yeah, this guy has a top-tier burst and relentlessness to make things happen. He's already a stopper at the defensive end.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Tim, one thing about the NBA, there is never a shortage of exciting young players to watch and cover. Who are you excited about in watching them grow and take it from this point forward?
Well, I love 2 big lead guards. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Cade Cunningham certainly come to mind. Both of those guys are established stars in this league, and yet there is still so much more they can add to their games. The sky is the limit.
And they seem to have the right attitude. Am I right in your assessment?
They are guys that everybody wants to play with. They're mature as leaders as well.
The speed and the commitment from Durant sets his sights on the bucket and not to be denied.
Here's Harris. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Eason. Back to Thompson. 1:05 left to play here in the half. The Pistons shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Thompson finds Cunningham. Back to Thompson. Tries a 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. And for Houston, their shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%. This one for 3. Thompson with the rebound. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Adams, some nice D. And so it's Houston with it. Smith outside. Pass to Adams. Outside, KD. Adams sets the pick for Durant. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
And so it's Houston, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Welcome. Taking a look here now at Detroit. They've gotten tested early. First 3 games on the road, but that's the NBA scheduling. Sometimes you...
And let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Pistons.
Number 1 goal.
And that's all for us. Now
and after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
And this offense continues to find him in his sweet spots from deep.
And the Pistons with possession. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game, and that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. On the floor for Detroit, the forwards are Thompson and Harris. Robinson is out there with Cunningham. And it's Duran in at the center, filling out the middle. Robinson misses.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Harris against Durant, and he lays it straight in. Durant's got the first points of the second half here for the Rockets.
And we're so used to seeing KD light it up from outside. Found great positioning and then delivers.
Harris looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Robinson. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Robinson's got 14 points for the game.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
Thompson for three. It's hauled in by Harris. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game. 90 seconds now into the second half. Harris outside. Duran with the screen on Şengün. Harris kicks to Cunningham. Duran with the screen on Thompson. Cunningham for three.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Pass to Şengün. Houston moving the ball around. Nice shot by Thompson.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Cunningham with the slam.
And then the young fella busts out the slick move inside to get open for the jam.
Greg, that was sick and slick. The D had no chance. Thompson passes to Şengün. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Looking here at some numbers for Thompson. Some last season stats for him. Averaged 10 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. You know, year 1, he was learning the ropes. I think he's hoping to make a much bigger impact in his second campaign.
Well, he's definitely got the right mindset, and that sophomore leap is a real thing.
And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Thompson. 7 points in the game. On the wing, Harris. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
And you know Harris is capable of these type of outbursts. He has been a 20-point scorer in this league.
And Adams kicks to Thompson. Şengün with the screen for Thompson. They double-team Şengün. Basket counts. Şengün's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Duran with the screen on Şengün. And Duran slams it in.
Yeah, catch and flush in one motion. Duran presents a big target out there.
Now here's Durant. 37 points for him over Robinson. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. KD's got 39. Here's Duran. And Duran slams it in.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Şengün inside. Guarded by Harris. Smith with a wide open look. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists in the game. Harris outside. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. In the corner, Smith with it. Thompson outside. Adams with the screen on Cunningham. Thompson misses.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, the Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing, and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Kevin, back to you.
They've clearly bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report. And so, LeVert will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Here's Harris. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
Durant, the pass to Thompson. And it's off from three-point range. The Pistons have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Thompson outside, pass to Harris. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Şengün with the screen for KD. Over Robinson. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Durant's got 41.
And with the right partner, Durant is an unstoppable force in that pick and roll. It's a very high percentage play when he's running.
Here's Harris. The shot misses. Smith with some nice D. Rockets have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the 3rd. KD against Robinson. Pass to Eason. Lets the 3 fly. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got assist number 5 here tonight. LeVert with it, picked up by Thompson. Robinson on the wing. The Pistons working the ball around now. Thompson, a screen on Thompson. 5 to shoot. Looking to end the run. And it's LeVert missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
You know, Tim, regardless of where he's played, Caris LeVert has always found a role.
Well, there's a lot to like, Kevin. He can defend as well as create offensively, and that means he's going to be in your rotation.
Shepard's checked in for the Rockets. And then for Detroit, Stewart's checked in for Jalen Duren. Holland comes in for Thompson. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Robinson. Back to Sasser. LeVert kicks to Harris.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Rockets.
They're still slashing and attacking the rim, and the defense yet to make the adjustment and keep the ball in front.
And something else I've liked has been their ball movement. Always finding the open guy with a better look. That is team basketball.
Detroit's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Shoots from the high post, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
One thing Shepard brings is efficiency. As a jump shooter, pretty rare for someone his age.
High arcing shot, and Harris gets it to go on the assist by LeVert.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Here's Eason. It's stolen by Harris. And now the Pistons, fast break. Here's Sasser. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Harris. It's rebounded by Houston.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
In the corner, it's Eason. Good on the triple. Eason's got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for the Rockets.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass. And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shepard, the pass to Tate. Here's Finney-Smith. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, that's back-to-back 3s. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Harris kicks to LeVert. Off target on the 15-footer.
Well, that's a shot he should make a majority of the time.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Houston Rockets. This has been a remarkable game. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Shepard. Tari Eason is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's Holiday in at the 2. That's the 5 for Houston right now. The Rockets shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. Pass to Finney-Smith. Now Capella. Here's Shepard for 3. Holland with the rebound. Cunningham with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. And Capella sends it back. He lobs it up. Stolen. Now Sasser. Pass to Cunningham. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Cunningham. Shoots the 3, and the 3 ball is good. Cunningham's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Pistons. Bounce pass, Holiday. Finney-Smith passes to Easton. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Houston moving it around. Shepard. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
This is what had scouts eyeing Shepard early on, his ability to shoot with range.
Pass to Sasser. Stewart against Capella. Back to Sasser. Just 5 on the clock. Stewart finds LeVert. Buries the long-range jumper.
That's his first 3 of the night. Maybe something to build on.
Outside Holiday. Eason's shot is good. Eason's got 11 in the second half.
Perfect bounce pass leading to the basket. That's just great teamwork.
3-pointer, LeVert. Rebounded by Capella.
Oh, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Holiday gets the bucket.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Cunningham drives in. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Cunningham's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, very determined on that drive. Cunningham would not let them turn him away.
From the stripe. Rebound by the Pistons. GA in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
Sasser with it. Pass to Stewart. And here's Cunningham. The baseline J. Sasser can't hit.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, that's just a wasted opportunity.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The shot, no good. And here are the Rockets. They're on a 14-5 run. Shepard, the pass to Eason. Fades and shoots. And it's Capella missing. Detroit's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And they pick up 2.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Houston's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. Here's Shepard. He's covered by Sasser. Finney-Smith passes to Shepard. Over Sasser. Another miss by Houston. And, well, Detroit shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Pass to Capella. Over Stewart. And it's Capella missing. And, well, Detroit shooting from the field. 44%, not bad. The kick out to Cunningham. No good on the triple.
Boy, you can see his struggles from the field, and I think it's really starting to get to him.
Here's Shepard. And the 3 off target.
And I don't think that's the shot they wanted him to take right now. He's not exactly on fire.
Cunningham against Holiday. Cunningham looking it over. It's 3-pointers off the mark. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. Here's Shepard. He's covered by Sasser. Pass to Eason. Shoots over LeVert. Shot by Eason, no good. Detroit with the ball. A nice shot by LeVert.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Eason, the bounce pass. Capella kicks to Finney-Smith. Shoots over Holland. Here's Shepard. Off the mark, and the drought continues. To the paint. Knocked loose and stolen by Eason. Pass to Capella. Here's Eason. Cans it from downtown. Eason's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Rockets.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them one.
Finney-Smith passes to Holiday. In the corner, Finney-Smith with it. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And for the Pistons, their shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off, coming off of his screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
Tobias Harris has checked in for Holland.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Houston.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse, and they were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kevin Durant.
Well, he had a lot of success making plays for his team and breaking down the defense.
Tim, what a ride it's been for sharpshooter Duncan Robinson.
Well, there is no doubt about it, Kevin. He's the only player ever to take part in both a men's Division III and Division I championship game. Then, after going undrafted, he goes on to start in the NBA Finals. He has really come a long way. Well, that's the problem, playing catch-up at the end. Every point matters, but at least it wasn't an empty trip.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
Back to Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 12 assists.
Cunningham showing you some of that athleticism.
Well, this one is winding down now. Houston can watch the clock run out. Here's Shepard. So we see Houston taking the W here, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a